Boom. Like the sound effects, don't you?
Bink, bink, bong.
Bing, bing, bong. Oh, that's the sound. That's the sound of the man working on a chain. Oh,
Okay.
oh, so on Blackish, they're talking about. I didn't tell you this. So they're talking about classic black movies. And Lawrence Fishburne is sitting there, and he names a movie, he names another, he named like Coolie High and this and that, and the last one he mentions, Cornbread Earl and Me. I almost fell out of my chair.
Isn't he in that?
Yes!
Oh. Oh my god.
Oh, that's this. Oh, it was so funny.
Didn't you say somebody said tell true same devil?
Yes,
Somebody
on
said that?
Blackish.
Oh gosh.
The mama.
Ruby said that?
Yes.
Oh, that makes sense.
Oh, that's so great. All right, so here we are with the, here we are live. Oh man, we're live at 15:02. Live at 3:02. Man, I'm hungry. Man, forget this thing, man. We gotta eat lunch. Man, we gotta eat breakfast. I ain't even ate breakfast yet.
I'm making lasagna.
Quiet. I haven't eaten a thing. I'm so hungry.
I had a Pop-Tart.
Man, you gotta make that lasagna like speedy lasagna or something.
Speed
Like
is
what?
not-
Why does it seem like we're like we're off?
Looking down.
Why no why are we like off?
What did you say?
Nothing. We're not talking to you anymore.
Lasagna?
Oh, Speedy.
Oh, well that should don't
It's a
happen.
Why are
little.
we a little like a little wonky? Well, y'all wait a minute.
Tiny bit. Yeah.
We need to fix the wonkiness.
It is a little bit.
I think we're a little wonky. I think we're a little wonky. So hold on. Let's fix the wonk. You got anything that you want to talk about this week?
Oh yes, I did. The first thing I wanted to talk about was we were mentioning the SteelSeries controller, but I've never showed it in anything. So this is it. This is the SteelSeries
Okay,
controller.
why would anybody have a SteelSeries controller? Why? What is the purpose of this controller?
Okay, so this controller works with your iOS devices and through Bluetooth.
Are we still wonky? Oh god. Are you wonky over there? I think you are wonky.
Hold on.
I think you actually have extra wonk right now because this is wonk.
Yeah, that was just all messed up, but it's like straight across. The lines are straight across. my
Are we straight across now?
Yeah. Okay.
Are we happy now?
But SteelSeries controller. This works with your iOS devices through Bluetooth, and it has like 48 hours of battery life, I think. But nobody uses one thing for 48 hours unless
I do.
not continuously.
Continuously.
Not for 2 days.
That's the kind of gamer I am.
No, it's not.
I am one of those people that just sits down on my.
No,
literally
you're
my
not.
chair is a toilet, and I just sit there going at it.
No, you don't.
Dedication, people.
That's
Dedication.
not. Don't believe that. Anyway,
Why you gotta burst my bubble, man?
also it's rechargeable, and it can use your lightning cable to be recharged. Same
Isn't
thing
this
as
thing
yours.
like really old?
I don't think so.
What? This is a new thing?
Oh no, it's not new.
That's what I'm
but
saying.
it's not
Isn't this
super
thing old? Okay, what in your world is super old?
I don't know, before me.
Before you is super old? So you're old right now? Is that what you're saying?
Well, in my brain,
How
before
often do
the
you
2002
use said Steel Series?
not very often. I used it recently.
See how that works?
I used it a couple days ago.
See, I'm saying people.
Because I was just listening to something and I wanted to play Asphalt, so I just used this because it's easier to control.
You know, there's like
apart.
a new Asphalt.
Yeah, Asphalt 9. That's the one I was playing.
Huh?
9.
Is it? I think there's something else. It's like,
What?
yeah. I think there's just
'Cause
something
there's-
because it's got special like classic cars in it or something. It's like more like mini Lamborghinis or whatever. I mean, it's like that's the
I don't know.
they don't. It's not like the old asphalt.
I don't know.
Yeah, you better check that out.
But
Microsoft Store, you better check that out.
This
Check that
is
out.
this is good because it's with the one thing that I use it for the most is Minecraft. So because
Don't forget.
yeah.
Hi people. Hi people.
Because Minecraft, when Microsoft bought Mojang, then you can play the Windows 10 edition with your Xbox controller. That means all the other controllers then work with the iPad versions because they updated it to work with these.
So
And
in
this
other
is-
words, are you telling me that you have an extra controller that you don't need?
no,
What do you say?
I'm saying I can use this with my iPad, and it makes some.
But
games
that was
easier.
always the thing you used it with, right?
Yeah. I don't think I can use this with anything else.
That was a good buy.
It was, because I used it.
That was not a good buy.
Yeah.
You're telling me that this thing, this controller, can only be used on the one thing.
Well,
That's
no,
like a
it-
PS4 controller.
No. You can use it with your phone. You can use it with an iPad.
Yeah.
But it's only iOS things.
I don't see that as a good buy. I can use my controller,
With your
this one,
computer.
with my computer, and my Xbox that I don't own.
I know.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I thought.
But you can use this with your phone and your iPad. That's two things.
No, that's just iOS. That's one thing.
Okay, well, there's still two devices.
What was this thing made for?
Oh, and your Apple TV.
What was it made for?
iOS devices.
Only?
I believe so. Because they have a dedicated Android one too.
Steel Series.
Yeah.
I think we talked about this before, but we are truly Steel Series people,
Yeah.
unfortunately. And they're expensive.
Yeah.
But we got lots of Steel Series
But
stuff.
I got this off of the Teo Bayo.
It doesn't matter. It's still Steel Series.
Yeah.
It's still the maker, and it's not like a knockoff. It's the real deal.
Yep.
Mhm.
And I've only charged it like 4 times in the whole time I've used it.
How long have you used it? How many years? Come on, give it up. Break it down.
Maybe like 1, 2,
What?
2-ish?
What?
Possibly?
When did you get this thing?
In Wuhan.
Right.
Or no. no, in Foshan.
Okay, when?
Oh,
When we first got there?
I think.
You think?
Possibly. It was.
Benchy was 2011 to 2013.
Okay.
Thailand, 2013,
You
2015.
got it in 2016.
2015, we went to Wuhan. Then we moved
Mommy
to,
said I got
so
it in
to-
2016.
in Foshan would be 2016. That was almost 3 years ago.
Okay, so that's how long I've had it.
It's really like 2.5, but that's okay. We won't fill it. All right. So what else you got for the people about gaming this week? Gaming this week. We should have like a big thing that happens.
Yeah.
Gaming this week. I really don't have much, but I never
Last week I said I was gonna play A Story About My Uncle.
did. And
I
you
did.
loved it.
It's really hard. I didn't. You kept saying that it was really hard, and I've seen you play some of it, and it was like, okay, you just have to time it and swing. And it's like, no, it's really difficult.
That was the whole game.
Because the momentum, the movement, I kept getting the buttons mixed up. Because like to do you have a charge jump that you can use to just go higher, and then there's like when you run and use that jump, you jump further. But you have to the run, you don't like click the stick, which a lot of games you do.
Is that like flicking your bic?
No, you don't hit this. You don't do, and this is one of the reasons why I brought the liquor. You don't hit this to run.
What is that? They can't see that.
You can't see that.
Tilt it down so they can see what you're talking about. Okay.
This stick, it's a button. You have to hit the bumper, and then you have to charge it, and then you have to time your.
What's the problem?
It's,
Why are
it's
you
just
whining?
confusing.
You sound
because
like you're whining about a game.
I'm not whining. I was just saying that I got everything mixed up. So then when I had to do something quickly, it was like, I have to do this, and then I have to do this, and then I have to run, and then I have to let go, and then I have to
Oh
look, and then I
God,
have to shoot.
the sadness of having to play the game. Oh my.
No, it just got confusing. I'm not saying it was a bad experience, I'm just saying it got confusing. Trying to do something quickly. If I had time to...
You know, we should be charging those right now since they're all there.
Mine doesn't have batteries in it. Yours doesn't have batteries in it.
I didn't take the batteries out of mine.
Yes, you did. You took it out last night. When it
Oh,
died.
to charge it.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should be
Mine doesn't
charging.
even have batteries.
It's on the charger. That's why I said that. Anyway,
Mine doesn't have batteries.
we need to be.
I don't have a stick.
You don't need a stick to charge.
No,
You just need a
but
battery.
I don't use them. I just plug it in.
You know you can use regular AA's with those,
Yeah.
and they're rechargeable because I'm recharging them right now. Yes. Remember, we have those rechargeable batteries. I just bought some batteries for mine. Yes, I did. Yes, I
Duracell thing?
did. No. I bought a couple of similar style of battery that goes in there, so that because basically I'm down to like 1.5 batteries now, and it's just not fun when you're playing and your battery is
It'd
gone.
be funny if you could take one of those big batteries you just got and slid it on the
Oh, you want me to take an NPF?
Yeah.
NPF 970, a Sony NPF 970, and throw it on there?
Yeah.
That thing would stick off the bottom like.
It looked like a play. It looked like an Xbox 360 controller.
No, it would look like sadness.
No,
It
because
would
you
look
could
like
play
that. It
forever
would
with
not-
that.
Yeah, you play forever, all right. But
There'd be no dying.
you'd have carpal tunnel just from trying to hold it up.
It's not that heavy.
Oh, but have you picked up one yet?
Yes.
Yes, it's
You
that
handed
heavy.
it to me.
Could you imagine if you're like, oh, you wouldn't even you wouldn't even make those moves. You'd be like this. I can't hold up the controller. You'd be like laying it on the table. No, that would just be sadness and badness.
Why would you have so much time?
You would have so much time. That is a true statement. I guess the only way to get around that is to go corded. Ooh,
That's what I do.
ooh, the corded thing. Oh, it's so sad.
See, but
That is sad.
but you move.
I do. I dance.
You
I
move
dance. I
all
move
over the
up.
place.
I'm
You-
rolling,
you
baby.
get like this. You sit like this. You lean back when something's like not really all that intense,
And
and
then.
then
Whoa! Oh!
yeah.
Yes, I do.
Yes, that's the sound we make.
Yeah.
That is the sound that happens. Sometimes you gotta get that body English in there. It's like when you're bowling.
Yeah.
You gotta get over.
Yeah, you need the body language.
Sometimes you need
in
it.
bowling, definitely.
And it's funny because yesterday I was playing Odyssey, Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and it wasn't like a big thing was happening. I was sort of like, oh, I know what it was. I was on the boat, so I was really just kind of going through the water and just kind of turning slowly. But as I was turning, I was trying to look over there. But so I'm turning the boat in the game, right? So I started turning and I was just slowly moving over and turning the chair with turning the boat. And I looked up and I was like all the way over.
Oh God.
So here is my computer. I was way over there and I didn't even realize it. I was just going and going and going. It wasn't a big deal. And it was so slow. It was so slow I didn't realize it. And I was like, then I started fighting. And I like went and was like, whoa!
Oh.
And I go, "Ugh."
What?
Yeah, it was weird.
See, you move.
I moved, man.
I don't move.
You gotta keep the chair on the swivel and the wheels.
Yeah, I don't move. I don't move like that.
That's probably a good thing for the chairs.
Probably.
We don't want to talk about that, do we? Do we?
No.
What happened to the chairs?
But I have the new strong chair. It's okay. But
I think the next chair will be a good chair. When I strike it rich. Off of the YouTubes. I'll be old and gray and I'll be like, I can't wiggle in my chair anymore. I'll be a little old man. You know what's going to be interesting? What happens when people like my generation and after do get into their 80s and they've been gaming. See? They're gonna fall down.
The
I mean,
controller shudders at the thought.
what's going to happen? Because when you think about it,
They also
my
play
parents
Candy
don't have
Crush.
this. They don't have this as an option. They never did gaming.
Right.
So I'm like part of that early group of people who started out like really young with games or set top boxes or home boxes to play games
Yeah.
and spent time in arcades and then got the like high schoolish consoles, the Nintendos, the Super Nintendos,
Yeah.
the Sega Genesis, and all that. And then we played those all through like high school, junior high school, and college.
Yeah.
And then you start having a family, but then you're still gaming.
Yeah.
What happens when we get old and we're still gaming?
Yeah.
I wonder if that's going to affect like Alzheimer's and all the other maladies that happen to old people's brains, because you're still going to be engaged in this activity. That might be kind of interesting to find out, because then you see like your generation,
Right.
you're going to be like, well, I've been gaming my whole life. I mean, I've been gaming since I could play on a phone, or since I could play on, what was that, VTech, or I could play on
That's
the
VTech.
VTech was the gaming thing that you had.
With the joystick and
Yeah.
all the learning.
Yeah, you've
Yeah, I
been
remember
gaming.
those.
Gaming is a part of learning.
Yeah.
You've been doing that since you
That-
were.
That was our first console.
Yeah,
They
exactly.
had less than 20 hours on that thing when
Yeah.
they finally got rid of it.
What'd you say?
They had less than 20 hours on the machine in the 3 years they had it.
Really?
They never
Really?
played it.
I have
No, well, they had 20 hours.
They
I
had
have-
20 hours in 3 years.
So they had 20 hours.
45 hours in For Honor.
See?
I have
But
80
they-
hours
but-
in Far Cry 5.
I know, but the point is, you've been gaming essentially since you were born.
Literally, yeah.
And what happens when those people your age get to be 80, 70? What does that mean for gaming? I mean, I'm telling you, you're gonna be sitting in the chair just like this with the VR,
VR,
slobbing
yeah.
on yourself, with the Cheetos on your stomach. You're gonna be sitting there and you're gonna be in a whole nother place
I'm gonna be
because
in the Oasis.
that's what I'm saying. You're gonna be in a whole nother place. You won't be. It's not gonna be like getting older. It's not gonna be the same. I have a feeling that, and most likely, what I'm thinking, by the time I get there, maybe I get the VR whole hookup thing. And I get to be able to sit back and, be in a virtual space, see the grandchildren in a virtual space,
Right.
shit like that.
Yeah.
You, I have a feeling. You're just gonna have the implant, man.
Yeah.
You're gonna be like the Matrix. You know, the thing in the back of your head implanted.
Yeah.
Because if you watch Black Mirror, everybody's gonna have an implant.
Yeah.
A little thing right here, a little thing right here. You're now connected, or if you pay attention to I like the idea of the thing that was in what's the spin-off from Battlestar Galactica? Oh, I can't remember. now.
Galaga? Was that a game?
Galaga is a game.
Was that not the name
What
of it?
was the name? No, it was the name of the planet where they first, and the scientist you're following is the scientist who creates the Cylons.
I've never seen Battlestar.
I know, but I can't think of the name. I can't remember, but you all know the name.
You know what I'm talking about.
That thing that he creates, that creates the virtual world, is a pair of glasses like Google Glass. I think. Are they glasses? Yeah, I think they are glasses. But basically, you just put them on, and then you're just tapped in. You like go to sleep essentially on the outside, and you're in that virtual space.
Huh.
So imagine putting on something very small that's not just gigantic thing,
it's huge
and you can just
box.
put it on, and it taps into your optical nerve. So now you're just seeing it. It's just
Right.
in your brain. Everything. There's nothing that you're looking at, so you can close your eyes,
Right.
and then you can just be relaxed and chill in a chair and be in it. I'm telling you, cyberpunk is coming.
I think you might. you might get the beginning of it, and then
Caprica.
Oh, Caprica.
That's the name. But yes,
Yeah.
with the
I think
guy,
that'd be cool.
the doctor in that is the same guy who has the needle that has to go into the chest of the girl in Pulp Fiction. Check it out. Yes, it is. Same guy.
I thought.
The guy that's the drug dealer.
Does he do that?
Yes, he's the doctor. He's the scientist in Caprica. I'm not gonna say his name, but it's him.
All right. That works.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So-
I think we went from Star Trek and seeing the holodeck and being like, that would be really cool, to then having just virtual reality on your face.
I don't know. I mean, the holodeck. I think the holodeck was what? As far as being a thing always around, that was the next generation. I want to say
Yeah.
was the holodeck. But before that, we had stuff like Lawnmower Man and Ghost in the Machine. We had these ideas of consciousness being in computers, and not just the computer being conscious like Terminator, but actually,
Sentient.
no, our consciousness in the
Inside,
machine.
Yeah.
And that,
The only thing I've seen with that is Chappie. That's the only one I've seen.
you definitely need to expand.
Go back.
What was the two I told you about? The one with Bruce Willis. There was that one you gotta see. Surrogates. Surrogates.
Oh.
That was one. Yeah, you gotta dive. And the Matrix, of course.
Right.
That's what the Matrix is all
I
about.
have to go back and watch Matrix because I haven't seen those.
Oh, you
since
should do it.
the last
As far
two.
as video games go, the Matrix is essentially a video game.
Mhm.
I mean, you're basically going into the you're going into the computer and playing a game that just has real world implications. You can die. If you die in there, you die out there. Well, that's what they always said about dreams, right? That's the problem with Freddy. You die in your dream, you die out there. Well, So, what else you got for this week's play?
I played a little bit of Middle Earth: Shadow of Mordor. I went back to that after a long time because I hadn't played that. Last night was the first time I played it here.
Ha.
Yeah, it was a while since I played it, and I didn't realize that I went. I remember I got it during a sale, but I didn't realize I got the deluxe edition or whatever with like all the DLC. So I was like, there's like all these different story things that I could go do, and it's like, I haven't really done much of the story in the.
Are you gonna stay in it? You gonna stay with it?
Maybe, because the.
You're not gonna get the new one?
Well, because I haven't really played
That was the
this
answer.
one.
Eh.
But I haven't really played this one. I
Okay.
played very little of it. I think.
So you're saying you want to finish this one before you go to the next one?
Yes.
Okay.
Or get further, because I looked and it said I had finished 9% of the story.
Okay.
So,
I'm a big proponent of playing what you got.
yeah.
I don't know if I'll ever in my lifetime play all that I got though.
But you have games that are like really old.
I do.
Like you have every single.
I have
game
like
right there.
GOG on my computer.
Right.
I have GOG in my Steam library.
Right. You like? Don't you have all the Tomb Raiders?
I do.
Because you got the bundle.
Bundles. Bundles are my
Bundles
life.
are the best.
They are the best.
I think the only two games that I'm like curious about right now is the new Far Cry spin-off.
Yeah, what's up with that? Is that a DLC or is that a game?
No, it's a game. It's a completely separate thing.
Oh god.
Yeah.
But it's like in the same place.
It's in the southern part of America. Yes.
Okay,
It's
no,
not-
no,
it's
no, no,
not
wait,
Mar-
stop. Far Cry was not in the southern part of the United States.
Where was it?
Montana.
Oh.
North.
No, it's in the southern part. I think it's
I think. Yeah, Montana.
yeah. But this one is somewhere else. But it's like
I thought it was in the same place.
no,
Like post Far Cry 5.
no, it's not.
Are
'cause
you
the,
sure?
The characters aren't even the same.
The characters don't have to be.
I know,
the
but
same.
they don't. It's not even the same. Like, there's no cult. There's nothing
But there's no-
connecting to Far Cry 5.
But they could be in Montana.
I know, but
They don't have to
wow.
be in the same
I think they're
town.
in like Louisiana or something.
Louisiana, that'd be cool. The Big Easy.
I think.
That'd be awesome.
I think it's in the.
I want to go
southern
to
part.
Bourbon Street in Far Cry 6.
It's not Far Cry 6. It's like Far Cry New Dawn.
Bourbon
or
Street. I
something.
love Bourbon Street.
But it's just.
I don't think it's Louisiana.
I think it is.
Come on, man.
I don't remember. They say it. I think.
Come on, son.
But that looks interesting, and then of course Mortal Kombat 11.
Mortal Kombat.
Which comes out
I was watching the
days
nerds.
before my
I was
birthday.
watching the nerds, and they said that every time you say Mortal Kombat, you have to say Mortal Kombat.
You already did that.
Sure did.
You've done that my entire life.
That's right. Never stopped. Mortal Kombat, man.
Yeah,
I saw a little bit of the stuff CNET did about it. What was it, yesterday? And yeah, it's gonna be Mortal Kombat. It's gonna be craziness and ridiculousness. Oh, one thing about that game is that they made it so that you can like change their faces or something.
Really?
It's not like a helmet, I don't think. It's like their face. You can
Do
change
like customization.
that have implications that are not just cosmetic.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh. Yeah,
So-
I'm kind of curious about the story because I finished.
I never
story-
played the story.
I
no.
finished the story in 10, and
Was it interesting?
Eh. It was alright.
See,
but the ending was the most interesting part
well, that's good.
because
You'll be able to see if they pick up
they do.
where they left
I
off.
think because even in the trailer, it picks up almost directly after.
That'll
Even
be
though there was a weird in the trailer, you see like Scorpion, and then he gets killed, and then it's old school Scorpion.
Nice.
Yeah,
Old
it's
school.
a completely different one that switches out
Oh, that's cool.
with that smooth yellow suit.
Sexy.
It wasn't. It's so
Spandex
not.
is always sexy.
No.
What you talking about, boy? Spandex.
It's no, that's not all. It's not true. It's not always
You
sexy.
wanna see me in
Because
space?
if you have a big fat dude in spandex, that's not gonna be sexy.
It is to people who like big fat dudes.
Probably. But that looks interesting.
Yep, that one's coming.
Yeah.
What else we got for our PC gamers out there? Since that's all we have,
Yeah.
should we get something else?
What?
I don't know.
You have the new Tomb Raider, man.
No, not a new game. Should we get something that's different than a PC for gaming?
Yes.
No,
PlayStation.
We're
No.
not listening to the lady.
PlayStation.
Cheap seats.
no,
Because I want to play the God of War.
no.
See,
'Cause
that's
that
why-
looks so cool
see,
to me.
I think this is my question of the week.
and
essentially.
Horizon Zero Dawn. That is.
This is my question of the week. Is this when you have a Windows PC now, you're kind of locked into this Xbox world, right?
Because you can kind of get almost every Xbox game on your
PC.
anyway. So
And then
it's
you can
like,
use your Xbox
Yeah.
controller and then go ahead and hook it up.
Yeah.
But you're missing out on so many things by not having the competition essentially.
Yeah.
If you don't have a Switch,
I think, yeah.
you don't play a bunch of games. If you
Nintendo
don't
games.
have if you
Yeah.
don't have a PS4, you're not playing a bunch of games.
Yeah.
And it's not that you just want to have games, but you genuinely want to play the game,
Yeah.
like Red Dead Redemption,
like Spider-Man.
like Spider-Man,
Like
God of War. You know, it's like, wait a
Shadow
minute,
of the
these
Colossus.
are really things that like individual games. It's not the system. I don't
No.
care about the system. I care about the game.
Because if
and
the
that
game was on
is-
PC, we would
you
play
would
it.
play the game.
We
So,
would play that.
do we need something else?
I think it's between the
I think
Switch and
maybe what we should
PlayStation.
do is we'll have like I'll get my new monitor,
Mhm.
of course, because
Yeah.
that needs to happen. Of
Yeah.
course. And then you could have a thing PS4 downstairs, and I could have a Switch upstairs, and then we could switch them out.
We could just swap.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. That'd be fun.
And if we talk soft enough, the mommy won't hear.
Crazy, deranged.
Hell yeah.
We talk soft.
Because I mean,
there's
so many
that you
games.
can't talk
Like
softly with.
why can't there's a problem in this gaming world that like you have one game that comes out, like say Tomb Raider, right? It's on all the platforms. Bam! Everybody's playing,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
You got other games where they're cross-platform, right? They build themselves
Right.
up to be cross-platform. What was the one that was cross-platform recently? It went cross-platform over the last week and a half or so.
I don't know.
What's something that we've been playing? There was something that just went cross-platform
We have it?
across all of the systems.
We've been playing it?
Yeah.
Doom.
No, it wasn't Doom.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't Doom.
No?
It was something that we've been, like, we played against each other. Rocket League, I think.
Was it?
Rocket League. I think it was y'all can check me. But I think it was Rocket League just went cross-platform across all platforms. So that means now you can play against anybody on any platform. It
Really?
just happened within the last week and a half or so.
Huh.
So that, they built up to that.
Right.
Okay?
I think it was already on Xbox.
Yeah, but it was, of course it was. But
Well, yeah.
the idea of creating a game that's only on one system and then telling people, oh, you have to buy 5 different systems or 4 different systems in order to play, what, a handful of games on each system.
Right.
Because that's what you're essentially doing, because all the other games are across all of, so you're just picking one now.
Right.
So if I had a choice, right, I'm essentially going I'm going to gravitate towards the PC gaming
Right.
for all of my gaming until I can't. And now it's like, okay, I just miss out.
Until you want to play Mario.
Well, I'm just going to miss out. I'm not going to ever play it. I'm never going to play that game.
Right.
And then they're going to, maybe they port it over to PC at some point in the future, but it's like, if you would have done it from the beginning, guess what, guys? We all would have bought it.
Yup.
If you would have put that Mario game out there so that we could,
that
man,
right
we'd have sucked that shit up.
Yup.
That's a pre-order right there.
Yup.
Because when it came out on the damn, on the iPad, when it came out,
Yeah.
I was literally,
That's-
oh no,
It stopped.
oh no.
It got too warm.
No, I don't think that's what happened.
I mean, it's at 55 degrees.
Are you guys at a pause point?
No,
Um,
there is no pause point in the game chat.
yeah, I definitely agree with that because,
Well,
like,
you're gonna have food processors.
That's what you're about to hear, so get used to it.
it sounds like a vacuum.
just
Fine.
roll with it.
You'll be
Um,
alright.
But
Yeah.
I don't like this
everybody
idea.
pre-ordered the Super Mario Run.
Yeah. Well, you could pre-order.
Well, you didn't pre-order.
You got notification that it was available,
You
but
you like pre-registered.
yeah, you registered. But my thing is with that is that was a $10 freaking game.
Oh yeah.
$10 for that game, and people wanted it bad because they wanted to play Mario on their phone, on their iPads, on their iPad minis. They wanted that.
Right.
Why are you idiots out there making these games and not making it available for everybody at the same time? Because if you're, especially if it has an online component, if there's anything where many people are going to play, man, suck the people in and give them the game.
Like Splatoon. That's a big one that like everybody plays, and it's like, it's just on the Switch. Like,
No.
dude, I don't even think you can get it on your like DS or whatever.
I'm telling you, I think it's a bad business model. It's not. It
Yeah.
doesn't create buzz. We are all as gamers looking at what's coming out. Like for example, me. I listen to the PC Gamer on my computer. Their podcast. I don't listen. I think IGN doesn't. I don't know. I think IGN does one of the ones I listen to. I can't remember. But then there's the Beyond, which might be IGN or not IGN. I don't remember. But Beyond is all about PlayStations. I don't have a PlayStation, but I'm listening to them talk about the games on PlayStation. It's like I want to do the Red Dead Redemption thing. I want to ride around in the beautiful places and shoot people in the face and steal money from them and be a cowboy? Why?
I want to fight with robot dinosaurs.
I'm telling you that I think it. I don't think. I don't think it's a smart decision. Like if I'm a game maker, I don't think it's a smart decision to say it needs to be exclusive and those consoles. I could see it coming out on them first.
Fine. Yeah, but like within the next month, we'll put it on other stuff.
You better splash that shit everywhere because you did. I mean, people want to play it. I want to play it. I want to see it.
I want to do it. I want to swing like the Spider-Man.
Yeah, yeah. You know,
I want to throw an axe and have it come back to me.
They need to have a DLC that's into the Spider-Verse. That'd be awesome.
That'd be so cool.
Be Spider-Pig flying around.
Oh god. You know, in that universe with Spider-Pig, all of the characters are animals. Mm. So there's Captain America and
I didn't know that one.
It's like Hulk Bunny or something.
Hulk Bunny?
Yeah. It's something.
Is that like the bunnies that are running around inside of what's my Lo Wang game?
Oh, they do turn into stuff.
No, basically Shadow Warrior 2. Yeah, it says it actually says in there, leave the bunnies alone. Because if you go after them, they mutate. They come after you. Yeah.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
The bunnies are terrible in that game. The game is really fun. Lo Wang, hilarious. Any game that has lyrics from the Notorious B.I.G. in it, and he says it while he's fighting.
Yeah.
Trust me, you definitely need some Lo Wang in your life.
Yeah.
That's so funny. Lo Wang, man.
I saw somebody that went and took his voice lines and then put them in Doom.
That'd be kind of cool.
So
it'd be kind of cool if the Doomslayer spoke.
Or at least he did like in the original. You know how when you get a bigger gun, he goes.
Yeah, but that's a. But I think before I don't even know if he made a sound. I think he just. No, I thought in the original. I don't think he did. I think he just made that weird smirk on the screen.
Well, I know he's
at the bottom of the screen. I don't think he made a noise.
I think so.
In the original. You weren't around then, dude.
No, but I played it.
No, you haven't. Because what's in the original, what's on the PC now, is not exactly, I don't think, what was in the original. They updated things.
I thought they just changed the controls.
What, to use a controller?
No, to use mouse and keyboard.
No, you always use mouse and keyboard.
You don't use a mouse. I thought you said you only.
Oh, you use the arrow keys. Well, you use the keyboard.
Yeah.
But using a mouse and keyboard has no meaning. There's no up and down in that game.
True.
So you're still just going left and right. You might as well just hit the keys.
Right. If something's on a ledge up there, he just points.
Right. You just point it at the.
You just point
and you are shooting up there.
Right.
Let's bring that mechanic back.
No. Let's not.
You don't have to go up. You just.
Let's not.
If I shoot here, I'm hitting you right in the nose.
No. That would not be fun. Could you imagine?
Hey man, I don't have to imagine. Did it. Lived it. That's what we did.
Yeah.
Alright, so what else you got for people this week?
Played a lot of For Honor.
You're all about the For Honor?
Yeah,
I think I might have to be all about something else.
No, you need to get good at that so that we can play it.
It's bothering me.
Well, you haven't played it.
It's like so much into the combat. It's like all these little things. I gotta go to school to learn how to play For Honor.
Yep, sure do.
I mean, come on, man. Who got time for that?
I went and
y'all got time for that? Uh-oh. There's a cat who's about to do a thing. This cat's about to die. Good job.
I went and I was grinding in the multiplayer to get more money so that I can unlock more characters to play. Because I only had the few that they give you. And each one is like 500 coins to unlock. So I went and just did like the contract things and did a bunch of that and got some new gear and stuff. But I I realized I had been playing all with my controller, and that if something happened, I wouldn't be able to play with my mouse and keyboard. So, like, if I didn't have my controller, or my controller died, or something like that, I don't know how to use the keyboard. So before I came up here, I was learning how to play with the mouse and
So you're
keyboard.
gonna learn the controller and the mouse and keyboard.
Yeah.
You know what you need to know about the mouse and keyboard?
What?
ESC. That's all you need to know. Because once your controller dies, you hit that button, you go into the pause menu, you hit exit game.
No.
That's how much I like playing with the mouse and keyboard. I don't
But
like
it's
playing
actually
no
not.
game
It's not very difficult though.
I don't care.
It's just because like the.
I
the
even
same-
have a Steel Series keyboard over there
the same-
that is mechanical. Guess what?
Breathage.
ESC
The only thing you play is breathage with it.
and Subnautica,
And Subnautica.
which I haven't been back to in a while.
You need to restart.
Yeah, it was the only way it's going to become interesting.
Yeah.
Is to restart and go back and find everything again. Because I have everything now.
Because right now we're just.
I have everything minus the I've gone to the deepest place and I've got the rocket and I've healed myself. I've done everything else in the game up to this point. I've got literally over 400 hours in that game.
Yeah, it's at this point we're just waiting for the next part of it.
Yeah, that's going to be the
We're
interesting
waiting
thing.
for the below zero. That's what we're waiting for.
Yeah, buddy.
Did they say when it was gonna be
No.
out in early access?
I ain't said shit,
I thought they said. It
but we're
was-
waiting
They said it was sometime
very
this year.
impatiently. I might add.
And if you go to Bethesda's store, you can pre-order Doom Eternal.
I don't think-
It's only the disc though.
What?
Yep.
What do you mean it's only? Why did you even bring it up? There are no
You
discs.
have a disc
We
drive?
don't. No. I am not getting a disc mailed to Mexico for me to have to play
You
a
have a
game
disc
on
drive.
a disc.
You have a disc drive.
Man, hell with discs.
I
Where
don't
is-
even have a disc drive.
You don't?
No,
Yeah,
I don't.
No, I gave you a disc drive.
I think it's still up here.
See, I gave you a
never
disc drive.
took it.
What'd you say? Yes, you did. You had it in your room.
Oh, then it's packed in with your stuff because I gave it back. 'Cause I wasn't using discs.
Yeah, there is no disc. I'm
But you
not. I'm
can
not doing
pre-order
it.
it.
Somebody asked me about that. Do we have games on discs? And I was like, no.
We threw
that's
away
not.
like a bunch of games.
No.
on discs.
I threw away a bunch of my old discs that worked on a Windows XP machine. Okay?
Yeah, that's a little
And
different.
I'm not gonna ever use a Windows XP machine again. Yes, I threw away a bunch of games, but no.
But they were all games that you can get on the
On Steam.
Steam.
Yeah, I'm not. No, absolutely not. There's no way I'm ever going back there. So, I would say, if it's a pre-order for a game, they better make it digital. You know,
Yeah, I looked
why
at
why would
some
you
on
pre-order a
Steam.
game and have a disc sent to you? I get why people do it, but I don't get why anybody would do that.
What?
I really don't. I don't get why
You
today.
get why people
why?
would do it.
What
but
is the
you don't
purpose?
get why anybody
What are you gonna do with
would
that disc?
I don't know. You can
No.
still buy discs at Best Buy.
Yeah, you can. But no, absolutely not. I'd rather buy a hard drive, which I have to do soon.
Yeah, that's
Another 4
that's what
terabyte
you
hard
do.
drive down the drains. Gotta get another one for you, the people,
See,
because that's all the videos gotta get kept somewhere.
I said this last night, but we should make like record gameplay.
Like, I think what we should do.
I think we should do this
no,
show.
I think we should do it.
talking about
I think we should do a different thing.
what different thing?
Record the gameplay, fine. But I think what we should do is I watch you play, and we talk, and record that, and then you watch me play, like last night.
Yeah. Because the
Not the
scenarios in that
gameplay,
game-
but the conversations about the game.
right.
We could do that. That might
That
be
might be
interesting.
good.
It just stopped again.
Did it stop, or did it just?
What is going? No. Okay.
No, Magic Lantern.
Yay. Okay. But yes,
Didn't fully
I think that might be interesting for the people because it won't be just gameplay and us in the little corner. It could be us like talking and we
Yeah.
can talk about it. Because there was some funny stuff. Because the pig
Oh,
shot
yeah.
in the ass thing, that was funny.
You killed the dude and Granny ran up on you.
Granny ran up on me like this.
Yes. She
It's
ran
like,
up
what?
on
We're talking about Odyssey. 'Cause
Yeah.
I was playing Odyssey for
Oh.
a few hours last night or yesterday, and man, she like I you know how you put the crosshair thing, you put it on somebody and you see their level, and then you see that you can kill them, okay, and you get their little status bar. So I was going across and I got the people, and all of a sudden there was a woman there. It's like, why is this woman out of nowhere? This woman just there. And when I put it on here, it was like I could kill her. But you don't normally kill regular people in this
Right,
game.
right.
So I'm sitting there like, whoa, and then all of a sudden I was like, kill him. I wasn't thinking about trying to kill the woman. And then all of a sudden, she was right in front of me like this.
And then you shot
I was
her.
like,
You
man,
and then you
woman,
proceeded to
don't
shoot her in the
Don't
neck.
be walking up on me like that
And then the pig
in a
tried to,
threatening manner.
and then the pig tried to square up on
Yeah. Then I was like walking by the pig, and the pig was like, "What? I was like, oh,
you.
okay,
And as
okay,
soon as
no,
you pulled out the
no,
bow, it
no."
was like, no.
Then he
never
turned
mind.
around and he got to get shot in the ass for that.
Did you see the one dude? You might have missed it because you were moving kind of quickly. But that one like field area where there are like people in the
Where I was
grass.
hiding.
Yeah, you were just shooting them. As soon as you killed the dude that you needed to kill, there was another guard guy that saw you, and as soon as he died, he was holding his shield and he just went, "Never mind," and walked away.
That's right.
All
Keep
slow
it
and like
moving.
he didn't even run. He was just
Keep
like,
it moving.
"I'm just gonna walk slowly. Just gonna
That's
be over
right.
here."
That's right. Just keep it moving, man. Just keep it moving. It's
Yeah,
like that one
that
guard I
was
left
fun.
alive in the whole fort.
Yeah.
It's like, dude,
All the
you're
dead
about to have
people in there.
you're about to have a sad day.
Yeah.
But you are the only one. You're the last survivor. Tell your friends. Tell your friends.
All the friends are dead.
No, tell your friends that ain't dead.
Oh. I'm coming for you.
It went down.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was funny. So maybe we should do a different format like that. Create our own format. We'll have our own format for you. We're thinking about you. What else you got for the people today? Anything else?
I don't have any more games. I didn't play anything else.
I jumped back into Just Cause 3.
Oh God. Why?
I had one of the biggest explosions, like 6 consecutive explosions from one thing that I've
Yeah.
ever. That was amazing. I blew up a gas station. But yeah, I haven't. It's something about the game. I think if I play it now from the beginning, which I think I'm gonna do, I think I'll probably be really good at it because I've got training from
Yeah.
Far Cry
Yeah.
and siege tactics and using the grapple and flying and all that. I was terrible at it when I got the game. Yeah.
Yeah.
So now it's like, I might be able to do some damage in this game now because
That's
I've
why
been
I
playing
went-
these other games
Yeah, that's
where
why-
these mechanics were not so important.
Right. That's why I went back to The Witcher, because
Yeah, me and The Witcher, we got a
when we
different
played it
relationship.
before, it was like, because it was open world and we had only played like maybe 2 open world games, it was like, this is not fun.
Yeah, I was
and then
used-
after
Now it's all
Far
open
Cry,
world. Everything's
and,
open
yeah,
world.
and so that's why I went back into it, because I think the only non-open world game that I have right now, the only few, are
Breathage.
Old Breathage, A Story About My Uncle, For Honor.
For Honor's not open world?
Nope.
What?
Nope.
Why do I want to play it? Why are you trying to make me play this game? Who wants to play
Because
this
it's
non-open
fun.
world?
Because it's fun.
Every time the whole time I was playing yesterday, the Odyssey, you kept saying, that reminds me of For Honor.
No, the mechanics of the game remind me of For Honor. Yeah.
Well, that sounds shitty.
It's
I got mechanics without the world?
Doom is an open world.
No, it is not.
It is like the least
but
open world game
I know,
ever.
but it's the best. Ever.
True, but it's like, that's not open world.
No, no,
I
no.
don't think the
I'm
new
not
one is
saying it
gonna be
is.
open world.
I'm not saying it's open world. Just like Tomb Raider's not open world. You can't just go anywhere. You are stuck in a track. Your track may be wide, but you're still stuck in a track. You have to go from here to there to there to there, just like Doom.
Yeah, well,
And you fight your way out of it, and then the next place opens up, and you go over there. You
it's
do
the same
not.
thing as For Honor.
Oh God,
It's
that
the same
sounds
thing.
terrible. That doesn't sound fun.
What? You just don't like For Honor.
I don't like it.
You just have a problem with it
I got a problem.
because if it's the
It
same,
ain't fun, man. The little training thing that you have to do at the beginning, that made it really not fun. Like, I had no desire to continue going
You
after
didn't.
doing that. And I didn't. I haven't yet.
You just went into the menu and started customizing
Yup,
stuff.
yup. And it was just like, yeah, this is not great. So I have to power through, I guess.
Yes, you must have.
Maybe I'll give you an hour.
An
If it doesn't
hour?
get better after an hour, after the training, I'll do the training. But
Yeah.
after an hour, if it doesn't feel any better, I'm going back to Wolfenstein 2.
Wolfenstein. Oh God!
You forgot about the Wolfenstein?
Of course I forgot about
Man,
Wolfenstein.
Wolfenstein is like Doom then. See?
Wolfenstein is before Doom.
No, the new one, the latest
Oh.
one, Shadow of the Colossus or whatever. Is that Wolfenstein? What is it? Shadow? It's not Shadow.
It's not Shadow.
I can't remember the name of it. But the Wolfenstein that came out when around the time that the Doom came out, and the previous Tomb Raider, they all came around at the same time.
Yeah.
I haven't been back there yet either.
I
Since
want-
it messed up,
I don't want. I don't want to go back.
you want to kill the dog.
No, I don't. Last time I replayed it, I was like,
the dog.
because
Damn shame that they did to that dog.
I replayed it and I was like, what happens if I just sit here? What happens if I do nothing? What happens if I just
You still,
swing the gun back and forth?
you still shoot the dog.
You don't shoot the dog. He
Uh-huh.
gets upset at you and smacks you in the face, and then he shoots the dog.
That's what I'm saying. The dog still dies.
True.
The dog's going down.
True.
Your friend, your
Yeah.
confidant,
Yeah.
your
No
best
matter
little
what.
buddy.
Yeah, no matter what, the dog will.
Dog gonna die.
Yeah. Wasn't
Alright.
there another game that gave you?
Nightmares.
No. Oh, I've never gone and just not arrested John Seed. I've never done that.
All you have to do is just do nothing at the beginning of the game.
I know, but I
just
never
keep
did it.
They keep yelling at you to do something, and you just sit there and do nothing. And then eventually, the old guy, just says, "Okay, let's get out of here," and you all walk back out. You can watch it. Watch it on YouTube. It's not really worth starting the game over to see it, but that's exactly what happens. Now, I want to know if at the end, you know, when he gives you that other choice,
Yeah.
can you there make a different choice as well? I don't know if that choice is.
Yeah.
That's the other thing we haven't talked about, you know.
What?
Speaking of choices,
What? Bandersnatch?
we haven't talked about the Bandersnatch.
Oh.
And that is essentially a video game.
I don't.
We have
I
not.
don't know. I
talked
don't know
about
if I got all 5. I think I might have gotten 3 or 4.
All I know is that if you don't know what the Bandersnatch is, that's a Black Mirror movie on the Netflix.
Then it's a choose your own adventure movie.
Choose your own adventure, and it's wild. It's very wild. It's very gamey. It feels very gamey,
Yeah.
which is funny because the main character is making a game,
Right. Based on
a
the
choose your own adventure book, but he's making a choose your own adventure video game back in the 80s.
Right.
So yeah, it's worth it. It's worth the hookup. When are we going to talk about that? Gonna put it on the docket for next week.
Probably.
Talk about the Bandersnatch.
I'll do
I'm
it.
gonna have to watch it again.
Yeah, I'll do it. Cause last time I did it,
Ooh boy!
it was one Saturday where I just did it like 6-7 times in a row, and I eventually got to a point where I treated it like a game, and I was just like, okay, I know where this leads, I know where this leads, but I have to go here to get to the thing I want to know, because that choice is now new.
Yeah.
And I ended up skipping through skipping through the movie part and just going from choice to choice.
Well, yeah.
And
All I'm saying is it feels very gamey. We might have to talk about it.
we'll do it again and then talk about it.
We're doing it again.
We'll do it. Oh God. We should do it next Saturday. And
Saturday?
Yeah, and then next Sunday
That's my
we
game
can.
day.
Well, we can.
That's
You
my-
can plan the game.
Ah.
You just said it's the
Saturday
game.
is the day that I keep mommy awake while she's trying to take a nap day.
Yeah, that's why we need to play Farm and Rocket League.
Yesterday, I didn't take a nap because I didn't want to go through that
And
again.
yesterday I didn't make any noise.
Son of a mother, for the son of.
See how that
Made
works?
no noise. I was
No.
watching Friends all day.
See? You watching Friends?
I was watching Friends
I was
to
playing a
play
video
Farm.
game, but I wasn't making any noise. You were sitting right there. There was no noise. Really? What? What you got over there?
Someone put, Obama, are you coming home soon? The babysitter is weird.
Oh my. The babysitter is weird. Alright. Do we need to say anything to the people? Do I need to say the thing again?
No.
No.
We don't say things.
We don't
here.
say the thing. We just wave, right?
Yep. Small
Okay.
wave.
So we'll just wave. Alright, we're out of here.
Did you say we're just gonna wave and you didn't even wave?
Say goodbye to the people. Wave to the people.
Bye.
Wave to the people. Is it time for lasagna?
Small wave.
Yours is in the
Yes.
oven.
No, but is it time? Oh God, no. I'm so hungry. I'm gonna die. Look at my face. Goonies never say die.
Oh, you know what we should do?
What?
We should do Bandersnatch live on YouTube.
Two.
I don't know.